The Putney Debates and Levellers, 1647. The English Civil War takes place between 1642 and 1651. Actually, in this period there are 2 or 3 different wars which also involve Wales, Scotland and Ireland, but they are all waged between, on the one side, the supporters of the king, the royalists, and on the other, the supporters of Parliament, the parliamentarians. Until now, Parliament is just a temporary advisory committee to the king, but it plays a key role in how much tax the king can raise from his subjects. The tensions between the king and Parliament lead to the First War, which lasts from 1642 to 1646, when the king's armies are defeated and he is handed over to Parliament for both sides to try and establish a new settlement. In this pause, different groups explore what new social arrangements could look like. During October and November 1647, at St Mary's Church, Putney, a series of debates are held to discuss radical ideas, many of which seem common sense to us now. For example, that all people are created equal, so a government can only be legitimate if it is elected by the people. A group within the army called the Levellers publish a draft constitution called An Agreement of the People, which promotes the idea of giving all free men the vote, equality before the law, the abolition of censorship, freedom of speech, and the right for people to worship whatever religion they choose. Among other political reforms, they suggest fair-sized constituencies, 2-year parliaments, and the ability to recall MPs. However, before the Putney debates could conclude, the king escapes, fleeing to the Isle of Wight, and soon the wars resume. And when the Levellers try to assert these new rights, their leaders and followers are violently crushed. At the same time, other radical movements briefly flourish. The Diggers, or True Levellers as they call themselves, seize land in common as they attempt to build a classless society. They settle on common land in Surrey to grow crops and explore fairer ways of living. Some see the early stirrings of the environmental movement in the Diggers as they view the earth as a common treasury for all. There were also the Ranters, a group who reject mainstream religious authority and encourage people to seek the divine within themselves. The Ranters also engage in quite a lot of nudity and sexual freedom. All these movements fade away or are crushed, but their ideas linger on. For example, the thinking of the Levellers is picked up by the Chartists and can be seen in the writings of Thomas Paine.